Hello, everybody. This is Robert from Prophecy Spotlight. Our spotlight subject today will be uh, the horn. Now, the horn speaks about a power, and I once mentioned that we need to distinguish that which differs. So now we're going to look at Daniel chapter 7. I'm using the Darby translation. Now, I don't underline often in red, but I did this time because in chapter 7 we get one horn. In chapter 8 we get the other horn. In chapter 7 it's the western horn. In chapter 8 it's the eastern horn. So western horn, eastern horn, they are both important. And you know what? None of them is the Antichrist. Okay, so Daniel 7, I'm reading verse 8. Consider the horns, and behold, there came up among them a little horn, before which 3 of the first horns were plucked up. Now, when we're looking at Daniel chapter 7, we're looking at what we call the beast, or a beast. We're looking at the 4th beast. Now, this 4th beast was very important to Daniel. He was a bit obsessed by it, and he wanted to find more about it. Now, what characterizes this beast is that it comes out. It is the 4th empire, which is the Roman Empire. And out of the Roman Empire will come forth a horn. He will be powerful. He will be an enemy of Israel. One of the characteristics of this horn is that we read in verse 7, 8, a mouth speaking great things. And then in verse 11, the voice of great words. And then in verse 20, a mouth speaking great things. And then in verse 25, and he shall speak words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. So here is a horn that is very powerful. He is so powerful that he blasphemes. When we hear great words, it is words of blasphemy. He blasphemes against God, and he blasphemes against his people, the Jews. This one is so powerful that nothing obstructs his language. There is no power on earth or in heaven that can stop him. So he is a powerful, very powerful horn. Now in verse 21, not only does he speak blasphemies or great things, great words, the other characteristics is that verse 21, and I behold, and that horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. So now he's making war with the saints, and he prevails against them. So that's his second characteristics. And in verse 25, we hear that he wears out the saints of the Most High. And this horn will want to change the seasons. We read that he will, let's see now. And he thinks to change the seasons and the law. and he shall be given unto his hand until a time, times, and half a time. So he wants to change all the Jewish feasts. He wants to change the order of the temple. He wants to change everything, and he is allowed for a time, which is 1 year, times plural, which is 2 years, and half a time, which is half a year. So for 3 years and a half, this horn will be allowed to speak out in blasphemies and be attacking the Lord's people all the time. Now, remember, this horn is not alone. He is characterized by having 10. He has help. Let's see now. He has help. 10. I'll get my Bible here. When Daniel saw the vision of the fourth empire, it was characterized by this. It was, of course, different from all the horns, of all the beasts, that is. And this beast had 10 horns. And out of these 10 horns came out a little horn. Okay. And we read in verse 20, regarding the 10 horns that was on his head. So here we have someone that is characterized by having 10 horns. Now we know that this chapter speaks about the fourth empire, which is the Roman Empire. Out of the Roman Empire will come out a powerful individual. This individual will be characterized by having 10 horns. That is 10 kingdoms, 10 kings. He will not be alone. He will be joined with 10 other major kingdoms. And he will change the time and the seasons. Now this individual is from the fourth empire, which is the Roman Empire. He is a Roman leader. He is an emperor. He has imperial cloth, as it was. He's all powerful. He is the prince, the coming prince. Now, I'm using that expression because it's from Daniel 9, verse 26, where we read that the people, after Messiah was cut off, that the people of the prince that come shall destroy Jerusalem. We know that the people that came are the Roman people. And in the year 70, 80, under Titus, they destroyed Jerusalem and they scattered the Jews everywhere. But what we want to remember is the people who did that. Scripture speaks about the people of the prince that shall come. So there is a prince coming. He's a Roman prince. And here we get him in chapter 7. We get the Roman emperor, the prince to come, the horn. He is the horn. He is that powerful instrument that will wreck everything that belongs to the Jews, and he will blaspheme God. Now, in our next spotlight, we will now go into the New Testament and to find out what we can learn from this horn. Scripture is very simple. Scripture will use Daniel's terminology to bring it to the New Testament, and using New Testament terminology, we will see the same individual, the Roman prince to come. Until then, this has been Prophecy Spotlight. So enjoy. Have a good day. God bless.